Hi, I'm Justin. Thank you for coming. My question is, when it was just the two of you, how did you guys work with the dynamic of one of you kind of studying economics and one of you being more the tech guy? How were you able to communicate? How did you divide up the work when it really became heavy on one side or the other?
You know, it's a lot of people ask that question. I think that the simple truth is I think we each take a lot of interest in what the other person does, and we don't come to the table completely blind. You know those sort of like classic co-founders, there's one guy over here, one guy over here, and there's no overlap. There's literally like absolute no sort of concentric circle. We're sort of the opposite. We get into each other's shit on everything. And though Dan sort of stands for his technical principles, and invariably I'll say that's what we're doing, and I stand for my sort of product principles and how I think about marketplaces. And once in a while I'll have the gavel, but I think it's actually that medium that is really the important piece. And when I see sort of the stark contrast between founders, sometimes it's very worrisome. It's very worrisome.
And I'll say most early stage companies, most people advise having co-founders because it's sort of, you're compressing so much work into such a small time that without having a partner, without having someone to work with, it's just too much to do. So most people do advise having a partner, but then most companies fail because of co-founder disagreements. Mm-hmm. And I think somehow we actually just naturally work together really well, so we haven't had most of the big disagreements. We disagree on lots of particular things, but we know how to communicate and to resolve that. And we don't, we each know our world well enough that we can speak with authority in that space.